Hello, this is Japan, and we're here for another prediction video for the WWE. I like how make it always sound like a question, but it's like I forget exactly what I'm. Well, I don't forget. I just get nervous and mess up right instantly. So yeah, NXT having their pay per view tonight. I figured I'd do it the same day of because it seemed like there were some changes from the original one which it definitely did have some extra matches. So I would have definitely been short on a few. So I'm just going to jump into it. So the pre-show match is Blair Davenport versus I don't Kalani Jordan. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably butchering it. Um, I'm actually going to be honest. I don't know a ton about their rivalry and stuff. I'm pretty sure that I would go with Blair Davenport because she had the whole mystery like hurting everybody thing, and I don't feel like they haven't done anything with that. So maybe this will push her into another step. It's just kind of a long thing that they did that they ended up not really having any payoff to it, I guess. Next up is the one that they've been, teasing at for a while now and showing a lot of it is Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. I don't see a world here where Baron Corbin wins. I feel like it has to be Braun Breaker because he's a hot commodity and he's so close to being on the main roster. So if they don't, if they don't pull it soon, I guess they could let him lose. But I feel like it's gonna be sooner than later. He's gonna be there. So I'm gonna say Braun Breaker for sure on this one. Next up is the NXT Tag Team Championship. This is a what is it? It's four tag teams versus to win it. Yeah, actually, this one's a little odd that this could really be anybody's game. I would say the hottest team right now would be the Creed Brothers, so I'm gonna go with the Creed Brothers. It's just like why not build on the momentum of them coming back, and I feel like they're a pretty good tag team to bring even to the next level. So it would be kind of I think this would be a good time to put the titles on them. So I'm gonna go with the Creed Brothers there. Next up is the finale of the Heritage Cup versus Dar versus Butch. Butch is the main roster guy, so I don't know if they would want to pull another main roster guy down to NXT to hold a championship. I don't really see it being a thing. Like I don't really see it being one of those that you'd want because like he just like it's not a belt that you can tote around that easily, and I just feel like he's had some great matches and he'll put a great match on and really put Dar over. I think that's what it's going to be like. I don't really see a world where they put it on Butch. It's just it just seems like so crazy to do it there of all places. I think this would be a big opportunity to give a Dar a big push. So I'm going to go with Dar on this over Butch. But I could see it either way. It just I don't see him holding it long if they do go with Butch, but I feel like Dar would be the better choice overall. Next up, we have the NXT North American title, which is Dominic Mysterio versus Trick Williams, with Dragon Lee as a special guest referee. So it's kind of stacked against Dom on this one. Is this where they finally like start pulling the plug of like using main talent? I feel like he's put in a great amount of time in NXT, and there might not be anything else really that he's looking for, and possibly they could have him have a run against his own dad for the U.S. title, like letting him give up the title here. I would want Trick Williams to win. I feel like Trick would be the best choice out of a lot of the roster. I'm gonna go with Trick. I know it's like I'm using logic in it that Trick's winning. Trick's there. He has the advantage with the ref. Automatically, it should be a Trick Williams thing. But you never know with some shenanigans and stuff that the Judgment Day might get involved. But I'm gonna go with Trick Williams. That's gonna be the one that I'm gonna regret because I have a feeling that one's gonna be the hardest one to be like true. But we shall see. Next up is the Women's Championship with Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton, and it's an Extreme Rules match. I believe it's just going to be more of the same. I think Becky wins here again. I think she holds on to this reign for a lot longer. because I feel like they're just trying to get her to, the next level of a rivalry with like Rhea for like WrestleMania and stuff. So I think they're gonna wait a little bit longer to pull that trigger to have her get beaten. I think Tiffany definitely would lose here because normally you kind of have a lot of these ones you kind of have it set up as a trilogy, and unless they're title opportunities, you go 1-1 and then the final person. But if it's a title opportunity, normally it's like the person that's holding the title is going to win the first two matches, and well, I mean, in the case of Becky taking the championship, but I mean, we kind of saw that one coming. We didn't see her losing to Tiffany in the first place. So I think she wins here, and I think whatever maybe next pay-per-view that they have coming up, that's the one where she might lose it. It just kind of depends. I'm not really sure with NXT pay-per-views of like which ones are the bigger ones compared to the other ones. Because like losing the Universal title wouldn't happen at Fastlane on the main roster, but losing the U.S. title could happen, type of thing. But I guess we'll see. I feel like Becky holding the title for a little bit longer is the smart idea instead of it like flopping back and forth or whatever, because that seems kind of not what needs to happen. And then the last match of the night, it is Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov. Dragunov, I think that's how they say it. This one, I really want to go with my gut and say it's Ilya. I believe this is the time to take the title off of Carmelo Hayes. I could give Carmelo at least another one or two pay-per-views to kind of like try to go back at it, and then him go into the main roster. I feel like he's just destined for that, so it's just like, why not? I did kind of want it to be Trick Williams to take the title off of him, but Ilya, I think, is a worthy opponent. He's amazing, and they've had some amazing matches. So I think it's definitely going to be the match of the night. I could see it going either way, but I'm going to go with Ilya because I just feel like this is the time to give him that title, and because he's close to the main roster too. Both these men are like, I feel like could be in the main roster in the next year. So you don't want. I feel like it would be a shame that Ilya never had the NXT champion across his belt. So I'm going. That's what I'm going with, and hopefully the pay-per-view is good. I'll have this video up right before it. 3 or 4 hours. I think it's about when it's going to start. And yeah, you guys have to tell me what your picks are, and I'll probably do a tier list tomorrow on the matches. If you guys are interested in that. But until next time, it's Japan. Bye, guys.